everybody. Welcome to the Grace Grella Show. I'm Grace Grella, your psychic medium host, and as always, we are pleased to be here for you. Get you into the positive zone, get you that love from above that you need in your life for that pep in your step. For everything. That's what our mission is. We've decided to accept it, and I'm so happy that my special return guest tonight is on that wavelength. Let's welcome back Jacob Cooper, author of Life After Breath. Thanks, Jake. Thank you so much for coming back. Many happy returns.
My honor. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Many happy returns to this show. And I'm so honored and humbled that you included me in your book along with the other fabulous greats that are in here, and Danielle Ackner and Yvonne Cook and why did my mind just go blank? Because you have so many fabulous people in your book.
Wait.
Robert?
Yeah,
I can't forget Robert.
Yeah. Robert was there.
Yes. Yeah. And, he's Scorpio, white hair, brilliant medium. His wife is Glenn Dove. Thank you.
Yeah, Glenn. Yeah.
Glenn Houston, we have a problem. I couldn't remember Glenn's name. Okay, but and he is such a brilliant. I'm in awe of that man. His energy is so fabulous. God. Well, he's a Scorpio. What else, right? And his wife is so beautiful and such a beautiful soul and photographer. Perfect couple, by the way. And it's because of you that I got to have him on my show. So I'm extending my thanks to you and props to you as well, that you're someone who is also very giving and networking. And it's such a refreshing thing to have in this field, honestly, Jake, because unfortunately some people are just in another dimension or believe in their own press, or I don't know what the issue is, but they seem to, create issues with others, and we're all in the same field doing the same work. So we should be helping each other. We should be networking with each other, and without any judgment or criticism or who's better than who or all that silliness. Because I've found that, and I've been doing this a long time, and I've found that whoever energetically is meant to cross your path, the universe is going to bring them into your life. So no one's taking from anybody else. And so it's all about raise everybody up, and I love that about you because that's what you do. So I'm giving you props for that. And keep on shining your light and making a difference in the world by doing that. So kudos to you, my friend. That is just so freaking awesome. There, I said it. And I'm so happy to announce to everybody that Jake, besides his fabulous new book, he also is a hypnotherapist, a Reiki Master, learned from the best, Yvonne Cook. He also is a hypnotherapist and a past life regressionist. And his healing ability, it just... so many different levels and platforms. If you're interested, please find him on his Facebook page, Jacob Cooper, licensed LCSW social worker. He's the only one on Facebook with that moniker. And I just can't say enough. Call him, get in touch. We all need to have that feeling of having someone on our side, having our own coach, and that's what Jake is brilliant at, finding out what's best for you. Not what anybody else thinks is best for you, but is what is truly best for you. And he's got that kind of discernment. And kudos to you, my friend. I'm so happy to be able to say that to the world out there. And I have to really quickly here, Jake, while we are off air for a second, Jackie Dinkins, who happens to be the mother of David Hale over in London on the other side of the pond, a brilliant medium. He's just phenomenal, phenom. And his mother is the cutest and sweetest woman, but of course she is. And yeah, honey, I just want you to know that, and it was so ironic because he included me in his book. I think that's like my claim to fame, Mom in everybody's book, okay? But David is such a sweetheart, and I gave him information on his aunt, Margaret, that Mags, and I kept calling her Margaret, and he didn't recognize her by that name. And I said, ask your mom, she'll tell you, and she'll validate all the information, and she did. So thank you, Jackie. That was really nice of you to do that. And your son gets his gift from you and your side of the family, and that's what I told him in his session with me. And that you validated it means all the world to me, Jackie. I thanks for you and to you. And I also want you to let you know that you're going to be fine, as is your loved ones, through this pandemic. So please, no worries, Jackie. And my prayers are with you and your family. So thanks for tuning in, because I know it's heck of an early morning over where you are on the other side of the pond, because you guys are 6 hours ahead of us. So it's the wee hours in the morning. So I appreciate you tuning in to Jake and I tonight. And I hope you have a lot of brilliant luck for Patty's Day. I didn't get to wish that to you for yesterday. And the luck of the Irish is always with you, Jackie, me darling. Okay. Jake, now, for everybody who wants to have you maybe come into their corporation and give a presentation, can you do this virtually now?
Yes, absolutely. I work with organizations, universities. I do hypnosis, I do mindfulness. So anyone who's looking for, staff training or just, kind of like a wellness kind of day, or, anything in general, I could really help to uplift your
You've got some great credentials with Adelphi, right? You're an Adelphi alum. You went to Adelphi, correct?
Yes. I work very closely with the Adelphi, Malloy College as well too. I'm involved with them. I'm also right now going to be doing a retreat with the Forever Family Foundation, which really specializes in grief and helping those out. So I'm trying to get involved with as many good energy organizations as I possibly can. To just help people out in any way that I can. So.
Oh, that's great. And you know who just popped into my head, who's in your book? Pat Longo. I forgot to mention her name out loud. So Pat Longo's in your book. I mean, the names. Yeah. I feel like I'm way back in the day on Romper Room. She used to hold up the magic mirror, and I see this person, and I see Jake, and I see Pat Longo, and I see. So the list is just unbelievable in your book. It's like wonderful.
I wanted to make it a team effort. People say, I love your book, and I say I'm not just a product of my own. There's just been so many people behind me, and beyond this lifetime and within this lifetime who've had an impact, and I wanted to include this because this is very much a team-based effort. It wasn't a solo endeavor, but that's the way I see it.
Oh, but it's such a brilliant sight, Jake, because that's everyone's story. We all, as the Beatles would sing, we get by with a little help from our friends, okay? And good song. And so that really applies to all of us. And hopefully we can give some encouraging words to our caller, Mitchell. Mitchell, are you there?
Yes. Wow. Good evening.
Good evening.
Wow. Well, that's probably another miracle. Get to talk to you again.
Well, it's the universe.
Probably off-peak night, I guess. I don't know. Huh.
Well, it's the universe always has a way of getting people through that need to get through. So apparently you have a question that needs answering, correct?
Yeah. If I may, I just want to say hi to DJ Dave over your friend from the radio over in Long Island, right? And then, of course, Jake, right?
Well, tonight my guest is Jake Cooper.
Jake Cooper, yeah.
Yeah, and he's an author and a healer and a social worker. And
if
a
I may.
hypnotherapist.
Yeah, I know. If I may, for Jake, I enjoy that. What is that? Those lights and angels and everything else.
Well, you're looking
thank
at
you.
his office, yeah.
His background's very nice.
Yeah. Energetic, a little bit of
you.
heaven on
Thank you.
earth going on in his office.
Yeah. I'm just curious about I don't know, book, because I hear hypnotism or whatever. What is that really? I mean, is it something?
Yeah,
I mean,
so,
something. Hello?
Hypnosis is
hypnosis.
one of the most liberating exercising that you could do, in a sense that we have the thoughts that we're aware of, but we have events, that happened, beyond our own awareness. And so really it's oriented to change. It's when people many times want to stop smoking, want to lose weight, have a specific phobia, and you're really able to get into a deepened state of relaxation to go into that moment, to be able to really resolve and go to the point of entry, so that you can move on from that time. I think within our society, we just feel that an event happens and we just move on from it. We don't go to the source of it. And many times when we don't go to the root of an issue, it grows and has a bigger barrier in our life than we might be aware of. So there's hypnosis with events from this lifetime, in early childhood and earlier within life, age regressional stuff. And then there's hypnosis that I do in past life regression, which is events that transcend this body and this particular lifetime. And so it really connects us to the subconscious mind, to make the subconscious every thought, deed, action that's ever happened, that's relevant to our lifetime, to make that conscious, to make that aware within our own lifetimes.
Wow. Okay. Because sometimes I think about these crazy shows like Geraldo, or one of these shows where they put you, they just clip a snap of two fingers, they make you sound like a dog or something,
Right. Yeah. That's more the stage hypnotism. I work in a much different way, but a lot of people think that they are being controlled or mind controlled, and not really. I look at this as a great way to break free of the mind and to really stop stopping yourself and to look at some of the barriers that are getting in your own way. So it's one of the greatest mind expansive exercises that you can do, not mind controlling. Yeah.
So it brings you awareness, Mitchell.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just a question, because to you, Grace. I mean, each time I look, I turn on YouTube and I want to. They have those Reiki or whatever those sounds that has the 111. I try to listen to it every night before I go to sleep. So I mean, which is a good one to listen to, so I'll be able to dream or to have success and stuff.
Jake, do you have any recorded meditations that you've uploaded to YouTube, or do you recommend any for him?
Yes, if you just search Jacob Cooper LCSW meditation, there's a couple recorded videos that I do, and in the works I'm going to be, when I'm done having the audio tape of my book, having an own, audio meditation. But if you are interested, I know, for instance, his name is Stephen Halpern. He does some great, meditations and some different guided meditations. He's really good. I know our dear friend Pat Longo has a couple of, wonderful, beautiful meditations too that you could look at YouTube that are great guided meditations. But stay posted. That is something that is in the works regarding, the meditation and the audio that I'm trying to work on. But you could look at a couple different videos that I've done throughout the years to help you, just kind of relax and understand some of these principles better.
That's great. Okay, Mitchell, so Jake just gave you a couple of different options for yourself. Go with the one you feel guided towards. And thanks for calling in, and have a good night, Mitchell.
All right, man. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Eva, are you there? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Eva. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, we're doing great. We were just waiting for you to call. How can we help you?
Yeah, any message from my dad?
From your father. Now, is your dad past, like maybe, why do I get the number 5? 5 years ago, or the month of May important to him?
I don't know. He's 9 years.
He's 9 years gone. Would the number 5 apply to your family? Was it your father, your mother, and 3 children?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the confirmation. Because this gentleman steps forward, just like gives me the high 5, and I knew he was trying to get me to say the number. Okay.
Okay.
And I do feel that something to do with selling of property. Did you recently sell property that was connected to your father?
No, we're trying to sell something. Yes.
Oh, okay. So this is what he's talking about, honey. He says the selling of the property that's connected to him, and he says you just have to be patient and give it 2 more months, he said.
Okay.
All right, but he says you'll get the price, so stop worrying.
Okay.
All right, and do you drink tea?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you have a teacup that has like burgundy and gold on it?
Yes.
Okay, he's showing me that, and he says he's going to have a cup of tea with you to celebrate when the land and the house is sold.
Okay.
All right, thanks for calling in, Eva. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
See, Jake, it's stuff like that, details like that. We can't make this stuff up. We don't have to, right? A teacup with burgundy and gold on it. I mean, you know. But that's how our loved ones in spirit get our attention. Like, yeah, of course. It's like Robert would say to you, oh, yeah, how about P-Town? You know, how about running into each other? And, you know, what a small world. And, you know, so it's experiences that you've had with them, or maybe even not. They're watching. That one caller wasn't alive in the physical when the granddaughter Elizabeth was born, but yet knew of this granddaughter and that there's going to be a party. So it's all about, like you said, opening up your consciousness, your awareness, and you can help people do that through hypnosis, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
yes, hypnosis.
Hypnosis can really also open up the third eye for people to find out what the blockage is.
Well, absolutely.
I'm sorry, go ahead,
I
Jeff.
have a dear friend of mine who's publishing a book within my publisher, and she was at a Brian Weiss past life regression. And after the regression, her mediumistic and intuitive gifts exploded to where now, you know, she's booked months in advance. She is a remarkable medium, and it can really help out to open up, you know, your own intuition, you know, in life in so many different parts of yourself.
Yeah. So people who are watching, or people that would like to come to you for this service, can also say, wow, this is great. It's going to exponentially open up my third eye chakra so I can, you know, read for people. And of course, Robert just said, well, guess what's happening to your third eye, Jake Cooper? He's working on that, the eyes, to get you to do readings. And it always amazes me that when you key into people, you go into not what their conscious mind is focusing on, but you have a tendency to discern immediately what's going on in the subconscious. Have you noticed that about yourself?
Oh, absolutely. And I see that with you, obviously on an intuitive level, you know, but most people, they're just aware of, you know, ruminating thoughts or thinking of what's for dinner. You know, that's just kind of like what's in front of them, you know. And so, you know, as a counselor and therapist, you know, asking these questions that are thoughts that people never thought of in quite some time, you know, but it opens themselves up, and it takes themselves off the, you know, the wheel of the mind, and it puts them into a broader perspective of their life. And I think that's very healing, because so many of us just live minute to minute to minute. We don't have a broader connectivity to life and events that happened years ago. And when that happens, there's a great healing. There's a great nostalgic reconnection that you have, with the memory, with the moment, and
That was a great Doobie Brothers song, Minute by Minute. Minute by minute, I just keep holding on, Jake, I'm telling you. And what's wonderful is that you can bring out that light in people, that you can touch that subconscious so that they can generate their own self-healing. And I think that so many people have to realize that facilitators are just that, facilitators. You're not the old powerful Oz, you're just sparking the healer within themselves to do the job, right?
That's so funny. Before this show, I kept on hearing Dorothy singing "Somewhere Over the Rainbow," and I'm like, "Why is Judy Garland coming to me?" It's just funny how that random thought comes to me. I haven't thought of Judy Garland in how knows long, but she kept on bothering me and singing "Somewhere Over the Rainbow." She goes, "That's my song." She kept on telling me she's involved in showbiz and showing me all the glitz and the glam, and I'm like, it's very nice. And then you hear that reference, you're like, oh, interesting.
And there's the connection. So,
Yeah.
that's also a point for other people to be aware of, consciously, subconsciously, when you're given signs such as yourself. You're hearing Judy Garland stuff, and then boom, you're having a conversation with me, and it comes out of my mouth. So that's like the universe saying you weren't crazy. You were really making that connection. So it's like giving you validation, Jake. And that is what is so fabulous for everybody on the planet. We all need it. We're all human, We all have we're all broken, and we all have to find that place where the light can come in and we can rejoice again and realize that we're perfect just the way we are.
Or as Robert would say, a cup of espresso. Each person that you read and each person that you connect to uplifts us. And I think it's so important. The moment you see yourself as a multidimensional beings, the more that you understand that you have multidimensional needs. And I think what's happening now is people are recognizing that, when they're becoming world weary, the value of not just going to sleep, but the value of recharging, re-energizing the solar being within yourself, and to find different ways to recharge on an inner level. And that really uplifts us, through this experience. And it makes it more grace and ease, right? When we're going through things.
Oh, absolutely. I concur with that. And, thanks, Elizabeth Johnson, for that lovely comment. And Heidi, I'm sending you love, too. Now, Lorraine Lozito, I know you're watching, and I just want you to know that your beautiful daughter, Lorraine from Heaven, is going to be with you this Easter. And there's something special about an Easter basket that you're going to know that she's there with you. And it's something that either you used to do with her when she was a little girl, or something about hiding an egg, an Easter, but it's like a special egg, either like a Cadbury egg or a special chocolate or something. She says she's giggling too loud in my head. So she said, you'll know when it happens, Lorraine. So she just wanted to get that to you before Easter so that you would have that, and send you all the love, because you've been taking care of your grandchildren, her children, and she's with you every day, loving you for it. So thank you for that, she says. And for Jake, I've predicted you since the day I met you that you were going to be something, and that you were going to take all the gifts that God had blessed you with and really take all the different modalities and blend them and create your own brand. And this is Liftoff, my friend. Jacob Cooper, Life After Breath, and you're taking your near-death experience and creating new life with it, and that is something to be very pleased and proud about. And I'm so happy that you're now, you're just, I don't know, you're just out of this world now, Jake. So please know that with your next endeavor, I definitely want you back, to come back and share
Thank
with
you.
us all the loveliness of being the international 007 that you are in the spiritual world. And also that there's something else that I think you're going to incorporate into your healing modalities. They're not showing me exactly what it is, but it has to do with sound. So I don't know if it's tuning forks or music, but you're a guitarist, so you love music. And
Yeah.
you love good scents and smells and things that are nice to the touch. And you know, Taurians are very sensual. So there's something
Oh,
very,
absolutely.
right? Do you relate to that?
Yeah, no, I have a cousin of mine who's an intuitive and also a near-death experiencer. She lives in Tucson, and she gifted me a month or two ago these tuning forks. And so that's very spot on. And so when clients come in person, you know, when it's safe, I'm going to be definitely incorporating the tuning forks with the clients. So I look forward to that.
Oh, and I didn't know that. You didn't tell me that. You didn't share that with me prior
You
to
had
this
no
evening.
idea. You know, that's remarkable. Yes. So I
Okay,
look
so
forward
there's
to doing
another
that.
validation, Jake. Thank you for that, for me. So I was able to give you the validation about Judy Garland tonight, right? You were really hearing her. You weren't, making it up in your mind. And we're not making it up, people. We're coming from love. I don't know where time goes when we do this show. It just accelerates. So feel the love. Check out Jake's book, Life After Breath, and find him on Facebook, and he'll lift your consciousness for sure. Thanks, Jake Cooper. Feel the
A
love.
true honor. Thank you, Grace, for having me back on.
Oh, namaste, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And when I see you, I'm going to get the autograph, right?
Amen. By God's grace alone, it will happen sooner than you think.
Yeah.
I will go on a pogo stick when things are right, and can't wait to see you in person.
I
Really.
know. We'll have you back in the studio soon.